Coldridge Prison. A stray of execution for Lizzie. You need Lizzie Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Unfortunately, the leader of the Delilah's gangs is locked up in Coldridge Prison, and you've got to break her out. Yes, we finally have an episode that's... I was sure somebody was sitting behind me. We finally have an episode that...
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
has a lot of gameplay. And yes, I'm immediately completely in the game again. No, I don't think I need to open that gate.
Once he had the key, there was no stopping him. The way he went off that bridge, how do you stop a man who'll make a jump like that? Like he doesn't care. Or like he's more than human. You think he's,
I think we played that over serious for a reason. I think there's more happening here than any of us know.
Funny thing. I mean, Corvo definitely is touched by the outsider, but...
Easy. But I can do it. Once the cell goes. You?
How?
In the first run. It'll take 2, 3, before they get their swords out, pick up their pistols. I'm a good shot.
How?
Better than most of the people here. It's a fact. If I keep moving, I can take the rest one-on-one. It'll be bloody, but it's doable.
You're not thinking. If a fight even starts, you'd be finished. When that alarm goes, your odds are just about 0. Me, I just keep quiet. Slip by when no one's looking. Take as long as it takes.
Either way, you'd have to be lucky. And a complete madman.
I don't quite remember how I did it. Oh, bugger. Hopefully they can't reach the alarm. Oh.
I know you're here.
We're going for the old grenade again. Okay, that didn't quite work out the way I hoped it would. Oh. Alright, this is gonna be quite a bit of work to clean up. So yeah, Someone's been killed. Really, you think? Who gave it away? Yeah, that was, not exactly what I was planning. Oh, fuck.
I know you're here.
Oh, I've never seen that place before.
I've got to get back right now.
I hoped there would be more fuel in the thing. So yeah, that didn't quite work out. Where is everybody?
Where are you? It's gonna be bad.
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Oh, he's over there. Yeah, that's the wrong button. Okay. The door opens normally. Watch out for that guy, he doesn't.
This arc pylon is keeping me up all night. No one's crazy enough to break out. Just shut it off, can't you? Almost already gone.
What? Oh, see-through paths as well. A locker key. Yeah, I'm not really being very focused and everything. Stuff. And a guardpost key? Lots of stuff around here. Just on a floor lower. Yeah, I don't really feel like I had a lot of opportunity to talk this episode so far. So far, every time I try to say anything, I have been spotted. And thanks to the alarms going off.
Someone's breaking out. Guards, come quick. Someone is trying to escape. Get me out of here.
You're such a dead man. What's your cell? A14? Yeah, you're dead. I see one guard over there. There we go. That's one that's still not to worry about. I'm here sometimes.
Otherwise, he'd come here and settle it himself.
I want to get to him before he's gone.
We got a problem.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Is there a reason to get in here? God, now I can't remember if I accidentally talked Dutch for a bit just there. But yeah, I'm not talking an awful lot because, well... Well, I'm kind of busy all the time, and they do a good job of... Hey, that's useful. They do a good job of always having somebody talking. A whale oil tank. Meaning I can charge the arc pylon. Oh. Sorry. Falling star. Is that one of those really nice ones? Drops assassinations give you a bit of mana. Now that is very nice indeed. I'm completely forgetting how you control this game now. Note. The Hatters. Keep the Hatters away from the eels. The one in section D, cell 11, tried to attack his that former Dead Eel leader again. We can't afford any additional investigations or mistakes right now, so keep them apart. So the Dead Eels and the Hatters don't like each other much.
What happened here?
Alright, so... that doesn't look good in any way, now does it?
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? Alright, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? Alright. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right. The smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Alright, so, we're dealing with something supernatural here, I guess. Document request. Dear Officer Ashfield, I would like to most humbly request access to documents concerning the new experimental choke dust, which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. I understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with the documents to ensure they remain confidential. If access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell. Respectfully, your friend in A25. A25. We'll have to look what we can find in A25. And yes, I'm going to actually write this down because I know I have a horrible memory. There we go. Interrogation log 425. This is not Skyrim, stop pressing E. Excerpt from interrogation logs at Goldridge Prison, months of nest. Prisoner number. Call location of calibrator in theft of goods. Method: heated metal bolts applied to feet. Oh, how pleasant. Outcome: promising response at first, but the subject lost consciousness due to shock. Well, no fucking shit. Prisoner another number. Goal: confession to vandalism. Method: sleep deprivation. Outcome: disorientation. Subject falsely confessed to crime as well as other unrelated acts. You bastards. Prisoner another number. Goal: location of a weapon cache tied to attacks on river patrol checkpoints. Method: water tank. Outcome: tank mechanism malfunctioned. Subject drowned. You see, my reasoning for my non-lethal playthrough was, well, these guys are, for the most part, just doing their job. They just do their job. They're Corvo's former colleagues, so killing them seems kind of, well, they really didn't do anything wrong. Except that, they fucking did. You bastards. Prisoner another number. Goal: name of conspiracy organization. Method: engage with phobia. Spiders. How pleasant. Outcome: subject averted information before the hatch to the spider basket was even opened. There's supposed to be a room there. Yeah, I was going to talk about that as well. Hello. That's a lot of coin. I mean, I really like how they make you return to an old location here. But they use it in a really new and different ways, and yeah, I really like it. Transfer orders. Lieutenant Wright. The hatter we brought in was trying to stash this loot in the canal when we busted him. Looks like he's the one who hit Lord Ruman's carriage a few nights back. So far he has not named his accomplices, but he will once he gets his turn in the interrogation room. The document everything and then deliver it to the Lord Regent's office. Make sure none of it gets lost along the way, or it's both our heads. Ashfield. Yeah, something supernatural is amiss, isn't there? I shouldn't just open doors like that. I don't need more pistol shots. Oh.
This controls all the cell doors.
Oh. Cell control instructions. Cell control system quick references. 1. Set first tumbler to match cell section letter. Step 2. Set second and third tumbler to cell number. Step 3. Pull lever to confirm selection. Ensure that each cell opening request and selection are verbally confirmed. Investigate and report any suspected malfunctions immediately. Oh, we can't go back to our original cell? Fair enough, I guess that area is kind of closed for investigation or something. Procedure following the escape of Corvo Atano. Excerpt from a case study intended for prison wardens. Following the escape of Corvo Atano, the council appointed by the Lord Regent has decided it is of the utmost importance to increase security measures at Goldridge Prison. The recommendation made by this report includes structural measures such as increasing the height of walls, sealing ventilation shafts, and ensuring sewer entrances are inaccessible. Additionally, staffing at the site must be increased to thoroughly cover all exits and maintain observations of all major corridors. Special addendum? Addendum? Never heard of that word before. At least not that I remember it, because I played all this before, so I should have come across this unless I didn't read it the first time. I'm rambling. In addition to the new measures outlined herein, the Council has consulted both the Abbey of the Evermen and the Royal Physician Anton Sokolov, who is also head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy, asking for guidance and equipment in handling of those cases which are more exotic in nature. While we have dismissed reports of the supernatural in the past as old wives' tales and lunatic hearsay, recent months have convinced us that there are matters afoot that we do not fully understand. As such, prison executive personnel are encouraged to welcome the presence of both Overseer and anyone working on the Sokolov's technical guidance. Basically meaning, yeah, this game has become quite a bit harder. This level has become quite a bit harder since the first time you played this, because you got out. Log updates. Remember to take extra care in logging transfers. Even temporary transfers of prisoners from one cell to another must be recorded in the logbook. Ensure that the logbook is available in the guard's booth between section C and D at all times. Okay, so we need to get the logbook. Why do we need to get the logbook? Oh, we need to learn a location. Oh, I can... yeah, let's... just keep it to the things we actually need to do. And if you're wondering why what are you doing? I'm not your enemy. Oh, rats. Good God, you look horrible. Here, the rats can have you. Yeah, I'm going to quickly put these... oh, come on, I wanted to... Yeah, I'm going to toss these guys all their little parts over there, so the rats can devour them. That probably wasn't fun. What a lovely job. Yeah, grenades might be great at dispatching of enemies, but... well, the cleaning up afterwards is a bit more gruesome. And mildly hilarious. Yes, mildly hilarious is probably a horrible thing to say, but... come on, look at what I'm tossing around. Yeah, okay, I'm a horrible person. Alright. One more arm and one more torso. We can go over there. It really is just a pile of dead body parts. That's mildly horrible. Alright, so let's take a look. What cells do we want to open? Oh yeah, you're the bastard that tried to get me caught, weren't you? And this is A14. And here we have loot and a trap. Okay. That nearly hit me. I need to make sure I don't hit the microphone because that's probably horrible to hear. A12 is locked shut. Sleep darts. We don't need sleep darts, do we? Ooh, we need to get in here though. Corrupted bone charm. A10. And yes, I know. Riveting gameplay, isn't it? This one's empty. This one's closed. Empty. Close and oh, this one's already open. Joe dust bombs. Those are really nice. They can really help you get out of sticky situations, but I'm really bad at using them. Nobody in here? C20. Oh, this is C. Alright.
Lizzie's tried. She's in rough shape.
Oh, that must be really unpleasant. So, C28. Noted. Oh. Wrong power. A25. Is there anybody in A25? There is some form of note. There is an upgrade thingy in A25. So that one also has to be opened. And we already were here. And you might think that this is very boring. Okay, so you're not going to do anything for me except cause trouble. Log warning. All logbook entries must contain the prisoner name and the destination cell number. The logbook is in the guard booth between section C and D. Do not neglect to log every prisoner transfer. Failure to do so is a punishable offense. Great. Well, you guys don't want to talk to me. Alright, fine. Okay. Did I take care of all the guards already? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Hello, do you have something for me, perhaps?
Don't make me take that away from you.
Fine, you can rot in hell then.
Hey, you there!
Hello.
Piss off.
What?
I don't have any business with you.
Then who the hell are you talking to?
Hey, you! Come over here!
He's gonna make a mistake one day, and that's gonna be. And I thought you were in the business of killing.
Oh.
You, come on! I got something to say.
Alright, I'll free him to see what he has to say. There's no reason to open that. And if he stays being rude, I'm going to bloody kill him. And yeah, if you think this order shall prevail, oh yeah, that's totally not tyrannic. But yeah, if you think this is boring, try to imagine what it is to either try all of them, just all the cells, which I tried to do the first time, and then I got really bored of that, so I just did every one of them, did walked towards this place and back for every number. Oh yeah. So we also have a 14. So yeah, I can tell you right now that this way of doing it is a lot better than I did it the first time and a lot more enjoyable to watch, if you can believe that. Oh. That was not my intention. Unluckily for any watchers, I also have a horrible memory. So that's 13 done. And, no, not number 11, number 10. Alright. C28 for this stride herself. And then the 11 for that asshole. Believe me, this is a lot more enjoyable than to see me run backwards and forwards for every single cell that I want to have opened. Do you have something to say now? No? Fine! Yes, I got minorly annoyed with... Oh. I forgot to check downstairs, didn't I? Well, that's annoying. So, a dead hatter and... Joy.
This better be worth it.
It better be. What was it? Splintering bolts. Benefit, but from your wrist bow do much more damage. Penalty, bolts almost always break on contact when shot at enemies. I don't remember me having trouble with having weak bolts in any way. Hooray, stuff. Yeah, you tried to shot at me. Hey, remember me? Not anymore, you don't. Alrighty then, so... we had some things upstairs. Baffle dust. Huh. I just had to open this cell, didn't I? Prisons of the Isles. Excerpt from a report commissioned by Royal Spymaster. The most striking characteristic one will notice when comparing incarceration facilities across the Isles is the outer walls themselves, or in some cases, the lack thereof. A well-known and well-feared prison, such as Coldridge, with its long history as the principal prison for the capital city of Dunwall, has a number of physical barriers to keep prisoners from escaping or even attempting escape. Coldridge is housing a single formidable structure, many stories tall, with tightly guarded gates and tiny individual that keep the prisoners separate, minimizing collusion. The prison is dominated by its high grey walls, and as of late, new technologies have been tested for deployment there, further adding to security. The height of modern incarceration, it's virtually unthinkable that one would escape from such a place. Contrast this with the prisons of Tivia, located in the tundra at the center of that nation-state. At some of the labor camps in Tivia, there are literally no walls. A prisoner exhausted from hard labor and without tools is unlikely to survive the harsh climate or the hungry packs of hounds that rove the frosted waste. In fact, Tivian prison authorities make it known that any prisoner is free to leave at any time. In all of recent history, no one has made a remote walk across the snow and ice to the nearest city. Interestingly, those who leave are not pursued. They are considered free people, having effectively served their sentence. Later installments in this series will cover the mines of Sarkonos, where prisoners must walk in order to survive, and the coastal island shale of Morley, surrounded by bitterly cold water that are filled with ravenous hagfish. Fun. Doesn't matter where you go, they always have prisons and they'll always try to make your life miserable. I mean, I know that's kind of the point of prison, but, well, the point is not to kill you, though. Ethical experimentation. I've managed to get my hands on an experimental formula being tested right here in Coldridge Prison. A mixture the prison guards call choke dust, which is normally capable of rendering prisoners vulnerable for a few moments. However, this new formula has the potential to make the victims forgetful as well. It's as if, once breathed in, the dust causes an acute temporary stupor. I don't think I need that very much. I mean, it's not I'm using it on people to make them stop following me, I'm using it to kill them all. Modern incarnation technology. Excerpt of a presentation on the onset of the plague. Once again, I've been asked to solve the problem of this dismal past, and once again I have delivered the solution required by our present situation. As with all my work, is it simply that a mind capable of understanding their potential is required. For the benefit of the Lord Regent and to the enjoyment of those incarcerated in the Coldridge prison with an aptitude for escape, I have recently adapted one of my inventions for a deployment in that tank-depressed place. The potential function of these devices at the prison should now be clear to all, following the latest rounds of testing. With the associated power complications resolved, I have therefore recommended a two-stage implementation, starting at once. The first involves a recent device, simple to deploy, designed to stun the escaping prisoner. The second is a more powerful deterrent and lethal and increasingly popular arc pylon. In combination, properly applied, these devices will make Coldridge Prison inescapable. Except that two people will very soon have escaped Coldridge Prison. And one person has actually broken into Goldridge. What?
Nice.
You want to attack me, boy? You're pretty daft, aren't you? No, I did look around dumpster. Okay, are they now suddenly hostile to me? Ow, what? You're no rat. You're no swarm of rats. You're two of the bloody... well, four of the bloody buggers. Oh well.
I know you're here.
Well, that was not exactly difficult, was it?
Someone's about to get shanked.
Wake up, Lizzie.
I'm not telling you shit. Wait.
Down.
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
Well, she's sort of nice.
Down. I think I...
I'll have to carry her out.
Well, as long as the Arcpanum doesn't turn her into dust, we'll be fine.
There are unsecured prisoners active on the premises. All coldly.
Okay, who's being shot where?
Personnel, detain or kill anyone currently in a restricted area. A body. Someone will pay for this.
You guys are pretty daft, you know that.
There are unsecured prisoners active on the premises. All Coldridge personnel, detain or kill anyone currently in a restricted area.
Lizzie, please hold up there for a moment, would you? Thank you very much. Alright, off we go. Still can't use my powers around here, but well. That's easy enough to deal with. God, you walk slow when carrying somebody. No. That was the wrong button. Oh well.
She's beaten, but not dead. See that her wounds get attention. It will be done. Ready to go, sir?
Yeah, of course. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's what I said. Hostiles killed. A fair few. Civilians killed. What, really? Those bloody gang members counted as civilians? Well, fine. Almost everybody who died was found, and the alarms were rang, and yeah, pretty much I did horrible, but hey, I got a fair amount of coin, and I got all the runes and bone charms, so I'm a happy camper. See you in the next one.